I think the cats, miraculously, the three of them
Hmm.
did everything. I don't think there's a CGI fake cat or
No, I
anything.
think the cats did
So
it
the
all.
cats did it all. They had the little clickers and everything.
Hmm.
Well, first, congratulations on Fly Me to the Moon. It's just a ride, literally, and it's really a great deal of fun, and also has some important themes to it, which is I'm really glad that I get to speak with both of you about that. And I'm going to go to you first, Anna. And your character is kind of this kind of moral person who touches on a little bit of feminism and also environmentalism, which is something that I think has been left out of the narrative around space travel and everything that goes with that. Would you talk a little bit about getting to play that kind of voice of reason?
Yeah, I really loved getting to play Ruby for that reason. I think that especially in like, period pieces, that's not really a voice you often hear of someone that's sort of like, I don't know, raging against the machine in many ways. I think, especially in like a rom-com, there's not that much political or, like the fact that I get to shit talk Richard Nixon is amazing. Uh, I don't know. It was really fun. And I think I relate to her a lot in that way too. Getting to play a proud feminist was great. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you. And Jim, I really love that Lance is a gay character. He's someone who was left out of the narrative, as well as women were left out of the narratives around the space travel. But he is given us a story, and one with a lot of dignity, and you play it with so much humor. Would you talk a little bit about having a gay person written into this story?
Yeah, I also love that Lance was unapologetic about who he was, and I think with Greg behind the helm, and
Hmm.
it was like, no, this is who he is, and he was not shy about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a wonderful thing, like in any movie where you get to see representation up there, whether Lance defines his success,
Right.
the success he deserves, but he's on his way to the success that he
Hmm.
deserves. So.
Yes. Well, and while I have you, Jim, would you talk a little bit about working with a cat? Because that had to be that big scene.
It's both working with a cat and working with no cat there.
Yeah.
Because look,
Certain days where we were staring at
there,
cats.
I think the cats, miraculously, the three of them
Hmm.
did everything. I don't think there's a CGI fake cat or
No, I
anything.
think the cats did
So
it
the
all.
cats did it all. They had the little clickers and everything.
Hmm.
And there was just one which makes sense when they were like, well, the one thing maybe we will not have the cat there when it's like the four of us
Yeah.
charging at this poor
We're
creature.
running.
So that
Yeah.
was most of a. It felt like one of these things where
We
you're
Yes.
like, I got
we did one take with the cat where we had to chase and yell, and the cat got so
it. Yeah, I
scared
didn't care
that it
for that.
ran to the other side of the soundstage. So we were like, okay, next take, no cat.
Let's be honest, a human would have hated us
Yeah,
chasing
no,
at
the four of
that
us
kind
sort
of
of
speed.
aggressively arms out.
But yeah.
Hilarious. I love that. And then, Anna, would you talk a little bit about this idea of, so we don't get this very much anymore, this idea of coming together for something that is common and a common goal or something that is uplifting. And I don't think we get that, especially as a nation anymore. Would you talk a little bit about the, it got me, I actually teared up. I didn't expect I would, because I've always been like, ugh, I don't care about the space program. But this got me. Would you talk a little bit about the sense of community?
Yes, would love to. I think the movie does such an amazing job of showing the bringing together of a nation and the bringing together of a community, whether it be like the people at NASA or, the country coming together to watch this. I truly think that what NASA did in landing on the moon is such an incredible feat that it's hard not to feel proud and happy about it. And even watching the movie and thinking about it, yeah, I think people feel an inherent sense of pride because that's something that we did and something that we did together and most importantly got to watch unfold in real time together. So I think that connects, like that's part of our history as Americans, and I think that connects everyone.